What we decided to do on this paper is to look at PD-L1 in colon cancers in a fairly large number of colon cancers, but very specifically, we were interested in seeing what PD-L1 reactivity within the immune compartment means. So we know for a fact that in some cases of colon cancer, the tumor cells are positive. In other cases, the tumor cells are negative. And it turns out that the MMR deficient tumors are more likely to show reactivity for PD-L1 in tumor cells. But what about the immune compartment? So within the immune compartment, some colon cancers tend to be quite negative, while other colon cancers tend to be fairly strongly positive. And if you take a closer look at PD-L1 reactivity, you'll notice that it is not within the lobules of tumor cells, but at the periphery of the lobules, between the lobules and the adjacent septa. So not necessarily the advancing edge of the tumor. So what are these immune cells that are positive for PD-L1? For the most part, it turns out to be tumor-associated macrophages. This is a dual stain for PU1, which is a macrophage marker in red, and PD-L1. And you can see that the vast majority of PD-L1 positive cells are also PU1 positive. So what does this mean? If you look at these Kaplan-Meier curves, it turns out that tumors with a high content of PD-L1 positive macrophages in green here tend to do much better than tumors with a low content of PD-L1 positive macrophages. This applies to all of the 1,000 cases we studied, cases in which we excluded cases of neoadjuvant therapy, and finally, I think most significantly, stage 2 colon cancers that were not treated with either adjuvant or neoadjuvant therapy. A very clear separation with PD-L1 immune high tumors showing statistically significant improved disease-free survival when compared to PD-L1 immune low tumors. These PD-L1 immune high tumors tended to show loss of MMR proteins and tended to be BRAF positive as well. In addition, these PD-L1 immune high tumors tended to show increased numbers of CD8 positive cells, higher number of macrophages as measured by 163, as well as FOX3 positive cells, which stain Tregs or T regulatory cells. So in this paper, we sort of speculate about this unusual relationship between immune suppressive cells, PD-L1 and FOXP3, on one hand, as well as tumor destructive cells, such as the CD8 positive T cells. And the second major conclusion is that increased PD-L1 positive cells in the immune compartment is associated with a very good prognosis, which, if you read the paper, raises intriguing questions about the current CPS score that we do for esophageal and gastric tumors. Thank you for listening.